Hey guys, Kathy Korbecki, and I'm doing a quick video for you guys. I was helping one of our challengers, answering some questions for her, helping her set up a meal plan the other day, and she came up with some really good questions. And I figured if she has questions, since she's doing the 21-day fix for her first time, that you guys might also have questions. So I kind of compiled some of her questions, and I'm going to kind of review them with you guys. And I just want you guys to know that if you guys have any questions at all, little questions, big questions, just confused about a food or confused about what to do with your containers, message your coach, message me, put it in the comments below. We're here to help. We want you guys to succeed. We want you guys to have a great experience, and we're here to help you. So use us and abuse us. Just ask away. So here are some of the questions that she had. And they're not all questions. Some of them will just be kind of like explaining certain things that she was asking about. So the first thing that you want to do to get started is to find that calorie target. I believe it was on page 4, and it's got a little formula in there. You do a little addition, a little subtraction here and there. Then you get your number. That's going to be your calorie target. Your calorie target is going to tell you the number of containers of each color that you should eat per day. And then that's what you'll follow. So, and for each day. So one of her questions was, could she have yogurt? She couldn't find yogurt in the food lists. And I have done the 21-day fix several times, and I know that yogurt, even though I don't eat it, I know that it's on the red list. So even if you have a food that you're curious about and you're not finding it on the list, just send us a quick message and ask us if we know if, whatever food you're looking for is on the 21-day fix, and we can definitely help you with that. Then she wanted to know if she can add containers together. So I think what she was curious about was, she's going to have yogurt, and she wanted to know if she could put fruit in her yogurt. So I explained to her that yes, you would fill up a red container with the yogurt, pour it in a bowl, and then you take whatever fruit that you're going to put in your yogurt, fill that into the purple container, and then put that in your bowl as well. Now, let's say you just want to have like half a container of fruit. So you just use half a container of fruit. So you got the full thing of yogurt, put it in a bowl. A half a thing of fruit, put it in the bowl. So later during the day, you'll need to have another half of purple. If you wanted to use 2 different fruits to put in the yogurt, say you wanted to do raspberries and blueberries, you would fill it up halfway with blueberries, halfway with raspberries, dump it all in together. So you can definitely mix and match. That's a definite thing to do. How to count Shakeology. 1 scoop of your Shakeology is going to equal 1 red. If you have the individual packets, what you're going to do is 1 individual packet is equal to 1 scoop. So you'll use the packet that will equal 1 red. Okay. Do you make your menu plan, or do you make your menu out for the full 21 days? No. For me, and for a lot of other people, that's just extremely overwhelming to try to do. So I like to do 1 week at a time, especially if you're just starting out with a 21-day fix. Just create a meal plan for 1 week. During the week, we're going to share pictures of everyone will share pictures of what they're eating, and you'll probably get some new ideas from that. But don't try to do the whole 21 days because you're just going to drive yourself nuts. More recipes. Beachbody has a new cookbook out, and it's called The Fixate. There are 101 recipes in there that are all 21-day fix approved. So that might be something to look into if you're interested in trying new recipes or wanting more options for your 21-day fix. And each recipe will show you at the bottom how many containers are for the serving of the recipe. So you don't really have to think about it. You make the recipe, take your serving out, look in the book, look in the cookbook, and it'll tell you this counts for 1 red, 2 greens, and a yellow, whatever it may be. So that's very sweet. I was going to show you the cookbook, but since I'm packing, it's already in a box, so I can't get to it. Okay. Another thing that I was just wanting to kind of let you know is that like for your first week, it's going to take some time getting used to it. You may be overwhelmed with the amount of food you get to eat. You get to eat a lot of food. I do remember that from my very first round of 21 Day Fix was, how can I eat all this food and be losing weight? It doesn't make any sense to me. But the 21 Day Fix is specifically balanced between the nutrition and the workouts. And all the food, you have to remember that all the food you're eating is portioned out correctly. And all the food you're eating is like clean eating food. You're not eating a lot of stuff with, preservatives, and I mean, everything is balanced out. That's why you get so many containers of each different type of food, because it's already been worked out so that you don't have anything to think about. You don't have to count calories. You don't have to keep track of calories. You don't have to do anything but put food in a container, dump it on your plate, and eat it. Or you can eat it right out of the containers, depending on the food and depending on what you like to do. So don't overwhelm yourself, and just try to get all your containers in. Tally sheets. I kind of talked about the tally sheets before. I took mine from the back of the book and I copied it and enlarged it, put it in a page protector, and I use a dry erase marker. And then as I go through my day, let me see if you can see this really good. I just tally the different color containers as I go through my day. So for breakfast, if I have, a red and a green and a yellow, I just do 1 red, 1 green, 1 yellow. If I have 2 reds, I put a 2 reds. And then at the bottom, you can tally them for the day. And as you're like halfway through your day, you can say, oh, I skipped a yellow here. I need to fit it in somewhere over here. Just kind of helps you keep track for the day. Does Shakeology count as a meal? Shakeology is a meal replacement, so you can use it in place of a breakfast. You can use it in place of lunch. You can use it in place of dinner. You can use it for a snack. I use mine for a snack late in the evening because that's really when I need it. So that's when I have mine. And every day it's different. Some days I'll have it in the afternoon. It just really depends on how I feel. So, eggs. Can you add stuff to your eggs? Definitely. In the morning, like this morning I had scrambled eggs, 2 scrambled eggs, and it had cheese with it. It had onion and red and green pepper. So mix up them eggs. And so basically what I did was 2 eggs. That's one of the other questions, was 2 eggs. How does it fit into a red container? If you look in your book, anything that's listed as a food, like an egg, if it has a number next to it, you don't have to put that in a container. That's the number you get. So eggs, it'll say 2, you have 2 eggs. You don't have to put it in the red container and then put it in a bowl. You just have 2 eggs and you're good to go. Sometimes I'll make hard-boiled eggs for the week, and then I'll just, if I'm ever like short on reds, I just grab out 2 eggs. And then I, hard-boiled eggs and eat them real quick for a snack. That's just a easy, quick fix for a missing red. Rotisserie chicken. Rotisserie chicken can also save you in a bind if you're short on time. Make a salad and throw in some rotisserie chicken. You don't have to cook it. It's already cooked. You get it from the store. You just cut it up. And you can actually buy one, cut it up, and use it for like a day or 2. Throw it in your salads, have it for dinner, whatever you want to have, whatever you want to do. So that's a nice one. If you're new to Shakeology, if this is the first time you're trying Shakeology, I will urge you and ask you to try more than one way of making it. Not many people make it the way that they drink it on their first try. You have to try different recipes. You just got to find the mix that works for you. I know that I tried making Shakeology a bazillion different ways. I'm a super picky eater. I have some texture issues, and I just was having the hardest time finding the right mix for me for my Shakeology. Once I found the mix, I drink it every day. I don't miss it. I love it. It has helped me immensely in so many different areas. We can talk about that later. If you have any questions about Shakeology, send me a message. Ask your coach. Everybody is definitely willing to help. I just have a couple more things to go over real quick here. Adding stuff to your Shakeology. Can you add stuff to your Shakeology? Definitely. You'll see that in the recipes. In the recipes, it'll have different things that you add to it. So, for example, my Shakeology consists of 8 to 10 ice cubes, a cup of water. Then I put in the powder mix, the Shakeology mix, and then I put in 1 or 2 teaspoons of peanut butter, and then half a banana. And then I mix that up, and it kind of comes out like ice cream for me, and I love it. But when I do make the Shakeology, so for the 21-day fix, I make my Shakeology, and I count that as 1 red for the Shakeology, 1 purple for the half a banana, and 2 spoons for the peanut butter. So you have to add anything you put in there, you do have to track. I mean, anything you eat, anything that you put into your Shakeology, that all has to be counted. So keep that in mind. Why no iceberg lettuce? I grew up on iceberg lettuce. I ate nothing but iceberg lettuce until I started the 21-day fix, and I was told no iceberg lettuce. And I was like, So, iceberg lettuce has no nutritional value. It's just water. So, I use romaine. Romaine is very close to iceberg lettuce. So for me, it wasn't a huge switch, and I enjoy it. So try the romaine. Not bad if you're an iceberg fan. Orange containers are nuts. Some people have a hard time with that. For me, a lot of people will put nuts in their salad, so you can use it for that. Some recipes will call for nuts. You can use it for that. And when I don't, I just keep a jar of, dry roasted peanuts in the house, and then I'll have a snack with some peanuts somewhere throughout my day. If I'm feeling like I want something salty or something, crunchy, I go for the peanuts. Or sunflower seeds. Those are good too. Eating out in portions. So once you get going, and I wouldn't do it right at first, but once you get going, you'll be able to eyeball your portions a little bit to some degree. So if you go out to a restaurant, you'll kind of have an idea. Well, I was going to have 3 greens and a red, so I'm going to have, part of this, chicken breast I got, and I'm going to eat my salad. But if you get a giant salad, you can't eat the whole thing. And you know about what 2 greens are after you've done it for a while. I wouldn't do it right at first because you want to make sure you're getting the right portions, because that is like truly part of the, part of the program. Eventually you'll get the feel for it, but try to stick with the containers. I know a lot of people who do the 21-day fix, and they take their containers with them to the restaurant. They will sometimes ask for a second plate, or sometimes they'll just ask for their to-go containers to come with the food. And then what they can do is they can measure it out, dump it in the to-go container. Measure it out, dump what they're measuring onto their plate, and put all the excess in the to-go containers. That way you're not going to overeat. You're eating what you're supposed to eat, and it doesn't really take that long. Once you start doing it, you'll see. And that's really about all I got right now. I know this is a long video, but hopefully there's a lot of good tips in here for you guys. I'm super excited to get everybody rolling. We've only got a couple more days of prep week left, so make sure that you have gone through your cabinets, got rid of all the junk food. Just toss it. You're not going to eat it. It's not good. So get rid of your junk food. If you have junk food for other people in the house, hide it. Ask them to hide it. Ask them to keep it in a different cabinet. Segregate your stuff a little bit so that you're not as tempted. You're not opening your cabinet and seeing all this other stuff that's going to tempt you. Those are my tips for right now. I know this is a super long video. I apologize. But I really wanted to get this information out to you guys. So again, questions, ask your coach, ask me, message me, personal message me, post the question in the group, because if you have it, somebody else has it. Comment below, whatever you need to do. We're here to help. Want this to be a successful group, want this to be a success for you, a great experience for you, and peace out.